Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Sorry, kids. Crypt Keeper doesn't want to come out to play. All right, kids.
Is that a euphemism?
Whoa! If it gets us views, yes. All right, kids. Welcome back. You know what time it is. She's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty. And together, we're the Salty and Petty Podcast. Duh.
That's right, kids.
Okay.
We're back to talk more Tales from the Crypt. This time, some actual episodes from the TV show. Because, well, we had this scheduled, but yes, our Demon Knight review doing very well on our YouTube channel for us. So.
Out of nowhere.
Who
knew we scratched a niche?
All the goals on YouTube. All right, so. And if we have time, we can talk about something really scary, like real life.
No, absolutely freaking not. We're living in a dumpster fire, and I'm just pretending. I'm that literal meme of the dog with the hat sitting around fire. It's fine. Everything's okay.
Lil's like, reality? Nah, I don't want none of that.
Yeah, really, genuinely. Living in a bubble. Living in a bubble.
She's a bubble girl.
Who are the moops?
No, it's a Moors, it's a misprint.
There we go. That's always gonna work.
Hey-oh.
Okay.
That's
so
right.
I have to get this out the way for future me. This was the penultimate episode of the first season.
Oh yeah.
Episode 5 of 6. And I was like, oh, for some reason I thought they were 10. But
not
maybe
the first
not.
season, yeah, no.
So,
yeah, a lot of things have like.
Oh yeah, just the first season is 6. Yeah, because the other ones they average like 13. I think is the average for the series.
That's right, kids. Season
this
1,
was 1989.
Yeah.
Wow.
Season 1, episode 5. Never come hack to me.
And so it was directed by Tom Holland, not that Tom Holland, obviously, but the American Tom Holland filmmaker. So I thought, that was kind of funny.
I was gonna say, yeah, it can't be that Tom Holland, right? Because he wasn't even born, was he?
It's kind of interesting because I think like the things most people know him for is like Child's Play, right? He did the first movie,
yeah,
aka Chucky. For those of us who are plebs, fake fans. And then the writer was Michael McDowell, who was like he did the screenplay for Beetlejuice. So like there's a lot of like heavy hitters for like horror and just like modern mainstream stuff that they would later go on to do. So it's like this and like Twilight Zone are like the true American like anthology shows that when you go and reach back, you're like, oh. And this was like, of course, I love that the covers look not exactly like the old EC comics, but they did do like the comic book covers for that. So I thought that was always fun.
Oh yeah.
I guess Zuck banned you off one of the Facebooks there, bud.
I don't know. Maybe because we started late. I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry. I had to feed my dogs and children.
Could just be. Yeah, but you're right. Could be Facebook.
Yeah. I was like, I haven't denigrated Zuck this week yet, so it's not me.
You
I'm not even on Facebook.
You have a online. I was gonna say you have a podcast this week. How could you?
Like I don't think I've used Facebook this whole year yet, so I don't know. Don't plan on it either.
She's like, Mama always told me not to use the Lord's name in vain, so F you, Zuck.
Okay, so the brief synopsis of this is Peggy and Charles are a newlywed couple who, after a car accident, end up settling for the night inside a decrepit mansion belonging to Peggy's aunt. While inside, Charles plans to kill Peggy for her inheritance, but he soon learns that Peggy's family has a dark past and that Peggy herself is not who she seems to be. I was just watching I don't even remember what I was watching because I watched so much garbage. But it was like one about a girl who was like a killer leprechaun that kind of has the same setup. If you know the show that I saw, please let me know because I can't remember. I can't find it in my watch history. I'm 90% sure it wasn't a fevered drunken dream. So yeah, but like, yeah, she was like had a pot of gold. They owned a bank in a small town, and like her boyfriend and his friends break in, and she ends up having to eat him. So yeah, crazy stuff. So yeah, getting ready for Valentine's Day, people.
Tales from the Dark Side, amazing stories. What I don't know. What are you watching?
Exactly. I don't remember what it was. It was one of those. I think it was one of those random things on Netflix or Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
That you like you'll be watching it and then they'll just yoink it off the streaming service, and you feel like you're going crazy. You like literally have to Google, hey, wasn't this just on this streaming service? And that's why you have to have physical media, kids.
I thought you were going to say you were judged by Hulu. Are you still watching? Yes.
Bro, Netflix knows not to even ask.
And again, Netflix, Hulu, all of it. Yeah, it's like, don't ask.
Hulu does. I don't think Hulu. I don't think I've ever seen that screen. I'll wake up and I'm like 6 episodes. I'm like, oh well.
That's not helpful. Are you still watching? How about, hey, did you throw that?
Are you alive?
Did you throw that load in the dryer yet?
Exact. That would actually be helpful. If we ever do Capes and Lunatics streaming service, that's going to be our thing. Hey, don't forget to put your clothes in the dryer. Have you had a beer yet?
Oh, a lot of people would like that.
You know, that's for a memory of Charlie Esther. Have you had your beer yet? Okay, well let's get into it. That was the short synopsis. And this is actually based on one of the, I'm pretty sure it's Tales from the Crypt and not one of the other ones. Haunted Fear 19 is where they kind of stole this story from. So, yeah. So Peggy, a mousy but wealthy young woman, marries her handsome fiance Charles in a small ceremony. Her aunt Edith highly disapproves of this and believes the gold-digging Charles only married her niece to get a part of her family fortune. Men believe in hypergamy too. He denies this and then accuses Edith for sponging off Peggy herself the past 20 years. He reveals they will be kicking Edith out of the family house once they return from their honeymoon. I'm like, okay, sure, pal. Sure, Chuck. An oblivious Peggy waves goodbye as the newlyweds drive off. Edith creepily turns into a smirk as they pull off. Then we hit the classic quintessential rainstorm and a fallen tree truck strands the two on the road. Peggy goes in rummaging for a flashlight in the glove compartment, but finds a handgun. Ooh! What is this, Florida?
Florida kids.
Yeah, seriously. He's like, it's a wedding present from your Edith. And then the car keys, quote unquote, air bunny quotes, mysteriously go missing. And I'm like, what is this, the Blair Witch? And then the two seek help from a nearby mansion. Nobody answers, but Peggy finds a key to the front door hidden under a planter. They go in, with Peggy having Charles romantically carry her over the threshold. I've literally never understood that. I don't want to either. I don't want to research the cultural thing of that. But it's one of those fake things that I feel like TV made up. I don't know.
Oh, over the threshold. Yeah, I don't know. I could see that being, some superstition or something. I don't know.
I mean, people jump over the broom to get married, so I don't know. That's always been a weird one to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they find the downstairs mostly deserted except for, of course, a creepily ticking grandfather clock and a large battle axe, Chekhov's battle axe, framed on the wall.
What is this, Lilith's house?
Exactly. I was like, oh, yeah, grandfather clock, a large battle axes. I feel right at home, actually. Thanks. Peggy notices that the fireplace has recently been prepared. Charles lights a fire, takes off his wet clothes, and sits naked on the couch. And this is how we know it's on HBO. Or should I say HBO? Copyright pending. Peggy gets turned on but relents. She talks about how the two never had sex, let alone seeing each other naked. And I was like, yes, the late 80s when we were in that Reagan era conservatism.
Oh, Lord. Well, again, I think it was...
Thank God the president got a blowjob while he was in office. Otherwise, we might be stuck in this. Shout out to the 90s. Oh, yes. Also, This is like key core, right? Don't have sex or you'll die.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy starts to believe that Charles isn't attracted to her and only married her for the money. Charles reminds her of all the times they tried to make love before she stopped them. She then reveals she's been saving herself for her wedding night and how important it is for her first time to be perfect. Okay. Charles assures Peggy he loves her and they passionately kiss. As Charles takes control, Peggy stops him and requests they find a bed to have sex in. What a prude.
Hey, man, she's like, my back. I gotta kill you later, man. My back.
Exactly. They go upstairs and find a bedroom in bizarrely perfect condition. Charles lights the candle around the bed while Peggy changes into some sexy lingerie, or what's sexy for 1989.
Oh, baby.
Leave that sweet old man alone. It becomes clear that Charles did marry her for money, but her newfound sex appeal makes him very attracted to her. He takes her virginity and they spend the night having passionate sex so loud that the grandfather clock downstairs cracks. However that works. They stop at midnight and cuddle. A confident Peggy tells Charles they made a child and that this night is as perfect as it ever will get. And I'm like, boy, is she right.
Oh, my.
What did she say? We made a child and she's only this big or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Life starts at conception, Reaganism, conservatism, creeping its ugly head in.
I mean, I think it's because she's nutty as a fruitcake, too,
Yeah, I hate it here, though. Anyway, later that night, Charles awakens to a car pulling up. He looks outside to see Peggy bringing another man into the mansion. I was like, he got the cook.
What?
If you know, you know. Don't worry about it.
Uh-oh. Oh, you said, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Why do all hotels have that? I'll tell you why. So yeah, the man Alan also carries her across the threshold and he wants to have sex in the bedroom, but she coaxes him into staying downstairs. Flabbergasted Charles stands by the clock, which is like working again, and strikes midnight and hears his wife desire to have things perfect with this stranger. She and Alan also make love, with Peggy even telling that they made a child as well. And when Alan dozes off, Peggy rambles how love never stays as pure as time sours it. Well, I mean, she's got a point. When their love is perfect is the first time, she grabs the axe off the wall and tells Alan to wake up. When he does, she says, good, now go back to sleep. And then, gets to chopping. Charles tries to stop her, but passes right through her. He realizes they're the ghosts of Peggy's parents, and that Peggy was conceived their wedding night after her mother killed her father.
So they had sex, and then she killed him. So, I feel called out, Love Hellfire.
No. You maim them. You don't murder them.
Oh, hello, Noel Tate. Hi, guys. Are these new comics? No, it's Tales from the Crypt.
We'll say regular. Shut up. I did that 3 times too, Noel. So, okay, where were we? So yeah, he realizes that it's their parents, and then Peggy's mother gives Alan's corpse a bloody kiss as Charles begs for the bloody nightmare to be over. He then wakes up to find out it was actually a dream. He tells Peggy about it, who confirms that actually did happen. Okay. She pulls off the axe and reveals the same motivation to have a perfect love is also, her thing. He insists that their love was never perfect and reveals his original plan to kill her with a handgun and blame it on a burglar. She confidently protests he fell in love with her after they had sex and won't kill her. Baby girl. He grabs the gun and tries to shoot her, but he forgot to put bullets in the chamber. I mean, safety features, sure, but okay. Peggy sees this as proof that he really does love her, then swings the axe down. After murdering Charles, she tells him to sleep tight while covered in his blood. The next morning, Aunt Edith visits the mansion. A cleaned up Peggy comes out and confirms Charles did get her pregnant. Edith makes Peggy swear off men for life, which she's okay with, as she'll be busy taking care of her daughter. She does, however, say that Peggy's daughter will need a man once she grows up.
Exactly. So yeah, kids, there's the twist. Everyone thought he was marrying her for her money, but this little mousy virgin. But nope, the whole family tradition. get a man to knock you up and then murder him.
So obviously the best parts of Tales from the Crypt are the opening and closing segments with the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. He's
I mean,
like a word of warning for all you bachorers.
Yeah, but even like the first season, the openings weren't that great. I mean, it wasn't until like season 2 they really,
Yeah.
Almost looked like he could barely pick himself up in that first one. Like in the first season. Whenever conservatives mention Noel Tate is here to slap them down. I do not know where this man is, FBI.
Exactly. I couldn't really get good screenshots because it was in potato quality.
Oh yeah.
Even the Blu-ray feels a little potato. So
well. Oh, is there a Blu-ray?
Whatever it is,
DVD. Yeah.
But here's my favorite. I'll show you my favorite image. Here we go. Oh yeah. That's good. I like that axe. I want that axe. Somebody make me that axe. But yeah, no, it's a little cringy, but I mean that's Tales from the Crypt. Rewatching Tales from the Crypt, it's a little cringy, but it's still fun. It's cringy fun.
But no pain, no gain.
So let's talk about the people that were in this episode. So Amanda Plummer as Peggy. Most people probably know her from Pulp Fiction, or if you're really young, Hunger Games Catching Fire. She has like a Tony Award too, which is pretty cool. I mean, if you really like trash movies, shout out to Rob Southgate, you might know her from Joe versus the Volcano or The Fisher King as well. Don't at me, I said what I said.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
And then Stephen Shellen, which I know him by another name, which is like I can't think right now, but he like voices video games or something under another name.
I thought
he's been in a ton of stuff, like just random like one-off cameos and stuff. He was in the Outer Limits. I feel like anybody who did HBO or like Tales from the Crypt or the Tales of the Dark Side, they did Outer Limit, definitely. I think he was in 21 Jump Street too, if I remember right. Yeah,
I thought I saw something too about that Amanda Plummer, wasn't she the one in So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Yes.
So yes.
Yeah, typecast.
Talk about your hack actress, kids. That's like a crypty.
I'm starting to see where we all got our personalities here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. All right. So yes, kids, talk about your hack actresses.
I love the puppet so much. I really do.
Oh yeah.
And the other guy that voices the Crypt Keeper, just really awesome. Maybe one day we'll get around to the animated show.
Is it anywhere? I've never seen the animated
I don't
one.
know. I actually probably have it on VHS recorded off a TV somewhere.
Was that on HBO too? I've never seen it.
I want to say it was a Saturday morning cartoon, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Here we go. Oh, of course, it might be on Tubi.
Oh, you know what? Tubi for the win.
Pluto. Oh, Amazon might have it if you have a like Prime might have it if you people have a subscription.
Yeah, it came on ABC. That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, so it's not like like.
Oh, it's Disney. Creepy.
Oh, first episode, September 18th, 1993. Okay.
Yeah, I think this was like right around the time like people had like the Beetlejuice cartoon, it was so many random animated cartoons based on very adult things.
Oh, it was Tales from the Crypt Keeper. That's what it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Legal distinction.
Oh wow. Yeah. No, yeah, we can cover some of this. I really didn't know about this.
Yeah, it's only got like 3 seasons, but like I remember really liking this show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought this episode was, like I said, season 1's rough. I think we all know season 1 is rough. It gets better. I think it hits its stride in 3 for sure.
Mm-hmm. One from ABC, then the CBS, then the
as they always do. If you know, you know. Anybody who remembers the travesty that happened when ABC gave up TGIF and basically CBS took it over, and that's where we got the other mom for Family Matters. It was just a mess. It was a mess. Absolute travesty, bro.
Oh, what about that? Did you see? Didn't who called out Reginald Bell Johnson? Didn't they say he was at Diddy parties?
No. How did you do this to me?
I didn't say it.
I don't believe that. That's propaganda. That's cop propaganda. I don't believe. No. Him and Uncle Phil were like, I hated Bill Cosby. Like, I'm gonna keep it so fucking real with you. That was like him and Uncle Phil, those were the dads, and Corey Matthews' dad. Like, no, don't tell me that. No, I'm gonna have to research that. I don't
Oh, it might have been a joke by Dave Chappelle, so.
Which he's in hot water with me, so I don't believe anything he says.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He did make that joke on Saturday Night Live about him being at Diddy freak off parties. Yeah.
If anybody was there, it was Dave Chappelle, but that's not my business. Allegedly, probably, maybe. I wasn't there, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. This episode is just really terrible, but in a good way, I think.
See, kids, the horror doesn't scare Lilith Hellfire, but
I mean, I have very little left of my childhood. Everybody's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just holding on tight to Bill Nye the Science Guy at this point. I think that's the only thing I have left.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear.
Like the Magic School Bus, as long as they don't reboot that into like a dark, gritty live action show like Riverdale, I think I can live.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Oh my god, I just put it into the atmosphere. It's totally gonna happen now.
Oh, a dark take on the Magic School Bus.
Live action, no less. Yeah, I can't get a live action Scooby-Doo show. Whatever. Literal gold.
You got like what was it, like 2 live movies or something?
They were terrible. That's more than 2 live movies, actually.
Well,
we don't talk about the other ones, though.
I'm not talking direct to DVD.
Well, babes, I'm a 90s kid. Like, literally 2000s direct to DVD, that was the market. That's the only reason why Scooby-Doo actually survived. Just being real with you, if it hadn't been for those DVD movies, Scooby-Doo franchise would be dead. You can thank your 90s kids, okay? So anyway, yeah. You just chose this because it's like Lover's Theme, or?
Yeah. It's February. Yeah, this is gonna be a February episode. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day, kids. Watch your backs.
Better be on your P's and Q's, boys.
I thought this would be right up your alley, you know. Oh, marriage will kill you.
Well, some people. Yeah. Like I said, I wish the rights weren't so messed up. I would love to see this rebooted. Just as long as Jordan Peele doesn't do it. Jordan Peele doesn't have to do every horror reboot ever, okay? Let's give somebody else a chance.
Exactly.
You know, I'd like to see, you know who I'd like to see?
Huh.
Rebooted? Probably like James Wan or somebody like that.
There you go. Yeah. What about like a horror guy, like, I don't know, like John Carpenter or something, or
is he still alive?
Oh.
Otherwise, I would have said Wes Craven, obviously, but like I feel like all those guys from the 70s are dead.
Oh yeah.
I feel like, yeah, maybe, I don't know.
No, John Carpenter's alive. He's 77, but he's alive.
Movie's lit and he's alive. What? I was okay with it because I thought he had passed away.
He's 77. They probably had to keep him away from stuff.
Well, good for him. I'm glad to hear that. But like, wow, that makes me very angry even more angry than about those movies.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. But yeah, I mean, we'll be getting at least one more episode this month, kids, and then, you know, we'll sprinkle some in throughout the year. But I mean, just all the famous guest stars that have been on the show. I mean,
yeah, like I said, it's literally like Twilight Zone. It's like, I don't know who the Meredith Burgess would be of Tales from the Crypt, but
I know, but there wasn't a lot of repeats in Tales from the Crypt like Twilight Zone.
There are a few though, right?
I don't
I
think.
feel like they got sloppy towards the end.
I don't know. I'm on season 7. I'm still trying to work my way through that British stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god! You know what's the scariest part when you see like Christopher Reeve not a good, not Superman. It's just like
Oh yeah,
the diner thing. Oh, one, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
That's
Brad.
okay. I just watch a bunch of his movies where he's just like an English gentleman.
Oh,
It makes
yeah.
everything okay.
But yeah, Brad Pitt, Demi Moore, Christopher Reeve, Kyle MacLachlan, Whoopi Goldberg, Tim Curry, Tom Hanks.
Tim Curry, obviously, he'd have to show up there one of these days.
Yeah. Kirk Douglas, Daniel Craig. Oh, that's right. I just watched that one not too long ago. Young Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Of course,
still
he's in one of
kidnapped
those.
for shit.
Well, of course, he's in one of those British ones at the last season.
Again, British people only have like 10 people.
I know.
And if they age out, they have to go and get new people.
And then the other one, the other famous one from the British ones, Ewan McGregor.
Yes. Space Jesus. We love him.
Exactly. Patricia Arquette, Joe Pesci, Jada Pinkett, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, that's right, Arnold Schwarzenegger, because he directed an episode. Do you remember that one? And then, but he's actually like with the Crypt Keeper. He's like his personal trainer or something.
People don't remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger fever we had in this country. I never understood it.
Oh, I mean, come on. Between Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, that period, I mean...
I like a person I can understand. I'm sorry.
California.
And is it Kindergarten Cop? I think that's like literally the only movie that I've ever enjoyed his. He detracts from Terminator 2. And then when they did that weird reboot timeline with the girl from Game of Thrones, I'm just like, let him, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let it die. Please.
I know.
When they brought back Linda, it was still awful.
You know what episodes we definitely have to do? There's at least like 1 or 2 comic book episodes. We got to do those. Like Harry Anderson is like a comic book artist, and there's like one other one. I'm like that would be on brand.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, Steve Buscemi.
Listen, young Steve Buscemi can get it.
What, before his teeth went into business for themselves? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you can end up like Gary Busey. No tea, no shade.
Wait, what? Busey.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, before his brain went into business for itself.
Oh god. So I guess since we're kind of doing horror stuff, there's a lot of like horror stuff that's pretty interesting that's coming out this year. So
yeah,
I can't believe they're doing another Five Nights. I mean, I can believe it, but Five Nights at Freddy's, and then that weird like Scream boat that's doing like the Steamboat Willie, like out of the Twisted Nightmare Childhood, you know, the Winnie the Pooh one.
Oh, really?
They're doing the Mickey Mouse one this year. I think it's gonna come out this year, and I'm just like, yikes! Like, it's just, I hate when stuff comes into public domain. Like, I just absolutely hate it.
I mean, well, did you see? I mean, they're coming out with another new Valentine's Day horror movie, Hard Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm just like, Scream 7? Like, come on, bro. Like, let the franchise die. It is okay, I promise.
It seems like they at least once a decade, they try to do like a Valentine's horror thing. I mean,
I'm just glad it's not another remake of My Bloody Valentine. That's all I can say about it.
Well, yeah, what was that one in the early, was that in the 2000s with David?
Yeah, that was with Jensen Ackles.
Yeah.
As a Supernatural fan, it's the only reason why I even watched it. And then the crazy thing about it is like, so Jared goes on to do like Friday the 13th. Tom Welling goes on to do a remake of The Fog. It was just kind of like a thing. It was just a thing. I think because of the success of like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, like everybody was like really trying to get into horror. And what's easier and lazier than making a remake of a 70s horror movie? You know, like we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we had House of Wax with Paris Hilton, also Jared Padalecki. So yeah, listen, trashy teen like murder movies resurgence. Unmatched.
Oh, Jared Padalecki tried so many. Wasn't he in that Friday the 13th reboot or whatever?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
It
actually that bad. Then Katie Cassidy also was in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, it's just a whole like, oh man, if you were like a CW fan, man, you were living the freaking dream, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, in that Friday the 13th remake, wasn't Daniel Panabaker in that too?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, I really just remember Jared Padalecki and Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child. Oh my God, what a time to be alive! Like, people just don't understand. My husband were amazing.
Remember that last Austin Powers movie with Beyonce?
Oh God, I can't talk bad about the Queen, but like, we all know she can't act.
Oh,
like, and she was in those MTV movies, that Carmen soap hip opera. Like, they were really trying to make Beyonce a thing, and she just really wasn't ready for prime time at that time. There, I said it. She's grown. Like, acting's not everybody's thing. Just because you can sing doesn't mean you can act. Like, even in Dreamgirls, it's rough. It's rough.
Again, so sometimes you're just very good at one thing.
Yes.
And you're like, yeah. That's like even like professional athletes. Some of them try different sports. It's like, no, do your one sport.
Unless you're Bo Jackson, because Bo Jackson was amazing.
Again,
what a time to be alive, kids. If you don't know who Bo Jackson is, Google it.
Oh, Bo knows sports.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure I have like all the trading cards somewhere in my garage at home in California. And one day I'm going to go through that stuff and I might just be a billionaire and fall off the face of the earth.
Oh, there will be signs.
Yeah, there will be signs. They're like, somebody bought Facebook. What the hell?
There's a property in Florida. There's a giant Funko Pop that can be seen from space.
There's this android terrorizing Ron DeSantis. Hopefully he'll be out of office by then. So anyway,
there's a really buff-looking android with a little black woman wrapped around its waist, 24/7.
That's about right.
Oh,
so like, oh my God. So Sam Raimi has a new movie coming out with Bill Skarsgård. Like, shout out to him. Like, I know everybody hated The Crow, and like, so did I, but I like Bill Skarsgård, so I want to see what he does with a little Sam Raimi action. So.
Did you watch that new Crow?
For free?
Yeah, I figured, but so. I mean,
I can't just say, oh, it looks. I gave it a chance, and it was just it was worse than I thought.
Really?
Was possible, but like it was bad.
Ugh.
It was really bad. I mean, listen, the regular Crow is not a masterpiece, but it is very atmospheric. I can take the nostalgic goggles off and stuff, but it is actually like from like a cinematography standpoint, it is very visually interesting. There's a really great score. I mean, the themes are pretty cool, but like the actual like dialogue in it is so good. But this one was even worse. So yeah, it's a lot of really cool stuff coming out, but I'm just like, I can't watch another dystopian movie because, babes, we're living it.
Well, yeah.
We're really literally about to be in Hunger Games. What's your district, bitches? Drop it in the comments. I'm Florida, so we got y'all all beat. Don't even worry. I'm not even worried about it.
District 69.
Can districts 4 and 20 combine to make a superpower or no? Justin, you're in 4 and I'm in 20.
Oh my God, it's the funniest thing. I saw something online. They're like, oh my God, the convergence of 420 this year. I forget. There's one other thing. I forget what they said it was.
It's like WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's day 2 of WrestleMania. It's Easter, and I think it's something else. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like every 5 years or so it happens where we have just like a super 420, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's late this year. A lot of times it's like closer to my birthday and stuff, like Easter.
Yeah, I you know what? I mean, I know somebody explains it to me every single year, but it's freaking stupid. I'm like, just say you're covering up the pagan holiday and move along. That's all you have to say. Just move it along.
Jesus must have slept in this year.
We should all sleep in for 4 years and see how we feel.
I would say I had that thought. I'd be like, can you imagine just like go into cryo sleep for 4 years? Yeah. Oh my.
Allegedly, they're making a remake of Toxic Avenger too.
Oh really?
It's supposed to come out this year, allegedly.
Oh
They've
man,
been talking about that. They've been saying that for 3 years, though. I feel like.
Yeah, that'll come up the same weekend the new Spawn movie comes out.
No, I think it really is going to happen this year. I did hear they got the funding and they like shot it. I don't know what they're waiting on.
Man, that's another depressing thing. Because Charlie would have been first in line for that.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think literally, but like I said, they've been talking about that for a really long time.
Mm-hmm. That another thing that had an animated series in the 90s.
Did it?
Toxic Avenger? Yeah, was God, let me look this up. Yeah, there was some kind of animated series for that.
Oh.
How did that escape your attention?
I'm not a huge Toxic Avenger person.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. Okay.
No.
I mean, I'm not either, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Toxic Crusaders, 1991, one season. Yes.
Something I actually am really, really excited about though is I actually really like David Arquette. Not as actor, but like as a person, like good on him.
Mm-hmm.
But Kill or Be Killed is like it's his return to like the slasher genre, so I'm really like super excited about that too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like I said, 2025 is going to be a pretty good year for horror, but also like, can we boycott the remake of The Faculty? I don't think it needs to be remade. I know Miramax is struggling.
Oh, jeez. That's when you know you're old kids is when they start remaking your stuff.
Honestly, and I'm pretty sure The Faculty is a remake of something else. So,
yeah, I know. When they remake the remake, that's when you know you really know.
Yeah, this is where we are, people. This is where we are.
That's what I said. Future generations, there's going to be no original stuff. It's going to be like,
they're going to be raised on AI slop. That's it. That's all the kids have.
My favorite, the AI remake of.
No, it's just like. They have this whole like AI where you can just literally make like a 30-minute YouTube video. It's all edited for you and it just looks terrible. And just that's what the kids are going to be raised on. I mean, I thought Cocomelon was like the bar that was in hell, but like somehow they managed to slip right under it.
Oh my.
Like AI has to be stopped. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I hate to be the one to tell you. It's coming for your job. It's making the planet terrible. We don't need it. We don't need it.
I know. I mean, it's God. What's it good for? It's like the right stuff for you to create silly pictures.
I mean, they've got like doll companies are using it in place of artists. It just the movies, like everything. It's just like cool if you use it for captions, but that's not what people use it for. They never use it for accessibility and good. They only use it for evil.
Next thing you know, that's going to be like it's going to be creating porn or something.
Well, that's the first thing it did.
Thanks. Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
I recognize intercourse.
So, yeah, that's been here for like 15 years, 16 years.
Ugh.
Yeah. And it only gets worse. Like when Taylor Swift when Taylor Swift has to go to Congress to ask for changes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. That stuff with her and the whole Kansas City team. Yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah.
I'm like, sure, it was a deep fake. Sure.
Speaking of fake things, yes, the Super Bowl will be coming up, and guess who's going to win?
Bro. It's like they're playing in our face. It just, everything is the WWE now. Like, it's just like so ridiculous.
You know what? Ordinarily, I think that was ridiculous, but again, I'm just like, you know what?
Every year gets more obvious. Like, they get more and more lazy and make it more and more obvious. Like, you watch some of those calls and you're like, no freaking way, bro. Well, it's just like when Brady went to Tampa and they won the Super Bowl when it was in Tampa. It's Brady's first year. They all were terrible, terrible calls.
Well, like they said, too, I mean, look at the logo for this year's Super Bowl. It has the colors of the teams. It's like, okay, you weren't being too obvious.
Like I said, they're playing in our faces and they don't care anymore. The oligarchy has won. They don't have to try anymore, guys.
And
Congratulations.
And if you think we're crazy, imagine how many billions of dollars they make off that thing and tell me that they would just let that randomly happen with whatever team.
Exactly.
And again,
I believe they specifically say it is entertainment now, sports entertainment, just like WD. I think they make an emphasis on that now.
Oh.
I can't remember where I was. I was like listening to something and like, or reading the fine print on something, and it definitely said like sports entertainment somewhere. So I'm just like, that's the red flag, right?
Yeah, and again,
entertainment.
And they want the story where
and they're not. I heard that they relaxed the rules on steroids, like allegedly, low key. So that's another thing that why WWE had to say it was a sports entertainment and not sports.
Yeah. But
I'm like, the guys look smaller. Like every year, I feel like the guys get smaller. So I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, some of them, but and again, it's going to be that.
Like some of these people's defensive lineup, I'm like, you guys are tiny. You look like you're in college. Get out of here.
And I mean, I want to know what dirt Mahomes has on them because Mahomes is going to be the first guy to get 3 Super Bowl wins in a row. So
yeah, good for him though. He deserves it. He sold his soul fair and square. Clearly.
And they, of course, they won Taylor Swift there. So
that's falling out of love with Taylor Swift. I'm just saying.
oh, people were applauding Netflix when some of those games were on Netflix. So like Kansas City played Pittsburgh on Christmas, and they were just like, "Oh, thank you for not showing Taylor Swift."
See, it's like you can't. It's a very fine balance of when you're A, she's gorgeous. B, she's literally blonde hair, blue eyes, 6 foot tall. Come on. And she's a billionaire. Like, be so freaking serious. Like, there's a fine line that you have to walk before people really start turning on you. So she has to be very careful.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't want to say I want to hate her, but again, but then I don't know if it's just PR, but you hear stories about how she gives the people who work for her bonuses and like she gives them, like,
yeah, again, you don't want to be Naomi Campbell throwing a cell phone in your assistant's face because where's Naomi Campbell now?
and she'll like give the food banks in certain cities.
Well,
and
she
stuff.
should. Well, it's a tax break. Like, let's not be naive.
Oh
it's a tax break.
Yeah,
it's PR and it's a tax break. Two birds, one stone.
Exactly.
But yeah, this like petty and salty rambling. Let us know if you're enjoying these Tales from the Crypt recaps. We got at least one more directly coming up in your face pretty soon. Then you can like throw some suggestions out. But we're also going to do some Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
we'll probably do some more 90s files. Might finally get around to that Bill Clinton thing.
Oh yes, I did ask, and Justin would be pleased to join us for some 90s chat. So
going back, play the drop.
Oh,
that actually should be our drop.
oh yeah.
Going back to the 90s here, bitch.
No, because tell me why my godchildren were like, why did the 90s look like that? And I was like, do you want the short answer or the long answer? Because I can tell you, I was there. I was conscious. I actually remember all of the 90s. So I can tell you.
Because everything was real back then, not this deep fake
No, it's not that. It's remnants of counterculture from the 60s and the backlash of Reagan conservatism from the 80s. It's a lot. And then it's also like obviously the internet and retrofuturism and things like that. So yeah, it's really interesting. 90s are super interesting. It's why so many people have a nostalgia for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, yes, Justin will join us for one of those episodes.
I love it.
All right.
I need something that I'm like actually excited for. So if we get some 90s files cooking up, that would be great.
Well, next week we're going to be doing some Unlimited Justice, the Green Arrow, Black Canary stuff.
Yay!
So we should get Ray listening to that one. Oh my God!
Just throw the cover up, the honeymoon cover. He'll be there with a fork and spoon.
That's the art. Yeah, that's gonna be the cover. Our show art. But no, we were talking about Marvel.
Barry and Iris could never.
We were talking Marvel and DC crossovers, and every crossover Ray came up with had Black Canary involved.
Good for him. He's learning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he's learning. Yeah, he's learning. All right.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
So he's a horny little bastard.
Oh baby.
Hey, next time you talk to him, tell him to take a trip to the Big W for you.
What's the Big W?
It's their version of Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Nothing better than 4-player.
I thought they were Boston Pizza owners.
I thought they were Boston Pizza owners.
I said pretty.
Wait, what was the other one we were talking about last time? The one that's not. Oh, Boston Market. I thought they were Boston Market owners. Watch out for the back room, kids. Watch out for the back rooms. It might be sticky in there.
And hey, a couple more drops.
Subscribe to the Patreon if you don't understand that deep cut of a joke.
Hey, a couple more drops, and Ray's going to graduate and achieve the status of like a Lilith Hellfire or Justin and have his own page. No, right now he's like sharing like half a page with like Will and stuff. But yeah, no, he may eventually. He's close to getting his own page here. So, and why not?
The hard master
deserves it.
Send him a crate of Fosters. I'm sure we'll get him there.
Oh baby.
Was he talking talking about Sydney Sweeney? Like, what is the drop?
No. Oh my God. It's the funniest thing. Cause like, you know, I was making fun of him because, you know, he was on his lunch break and he's like recording from the backseat of his car. And I said, aren't your coworkers wondering what you're doing in the backseat of your car on lunch break, you know, talking on your computer? And he's like, no, he drives a couple miles or he drives wherever down the road. It's more secluded spot. I don't know if it's like a parking lot to some apartments or something, but I said, I dare you, next time someone walks past, I said, I want you to look right at the screen and go, oh baby. Yeah. And he did. He went,
Oh, baby.
so see,
He's yelling, oh baby, taint.
Tight.
Good combination.
what do you want to see, baby?
Tight. Oh, baby.
Okay, that's enough of that. Give him the drop. Give him the homework. Give him the drop.
All right. So yes, next week, Unlimited Justice 75 with that Green Arrow Black Canary stuff.
Cause it's for lovers.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my. If the episode lasts longer than 4 hours, consult a doctor. And then
Just take a needle and just poke it. You're welcome.
Oh my. All right. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be back and we'll cover the season 3 premiere of Invincible.
Yay. After 2 years. Yay.
I know. And then to round out this romantic month, yes, we'll do another Tales from the Crypt, season 3, episode 1, Loved to Death.
It's the way I want to go, man.
That's what I was about to say. That's the way Lilith wants to go.
Set
But
the
yeah.
android to death mode and I'm out of here. I'm off this mortal coil.
But yeah, we got some movie reviews this year. We got Twilight Zone. We got a month of Linda Carter Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah.
And
A
then,
month?
What? Well, again, well,
No, I mean,
yeah.
I don't care, but like a month?
I mean, we can mix it up, and we can, you know, doesn't have to. Well,
No, I mean, it could be a whole year. I don't care.
nice. I know Lilith requested a Star Trek month in September, so
Yes, of course. And make sure we have to drop an episode on Star Trek Day. That's usually when like Paramount does like all the stuff.
oh yeah.
So yeah, look that up and that yeah.
And
I'm
I
gonna cover Star Trek Day this year.
and I don't have anything specific, but I do have us down for the request you made for Christmas time, Lilith Hellfire. So
Totally turns, dude. Cowabunga.
remind me when we get off. I want to ask you, Hale. I want to ask you about this is about the first week of March. I have an idea, so
Oh, okay.
okay, just for an episode. Salty and petty. All right,
Okay.
all right, kids. So yes, send us, like Lil said, send us your thoughts, send us your requests for episodes. And don't worry, you don't have to request more Ray drops. I'm going to be working. I'll try to get more of those every Scarlet.
Those take care of themselves.
Ray just makes it so I'm like, it's like you listen back, you're like, oh yeah, that's a drop. Oh yeah, that's a drop.
Oh, baby.
All right. So,
Oh my god, I wish he had the feat. Like, not everybody has this feature rolled out yet on YouTube, but there's like some like they're testing a feature where you can leave voice memos. I wish his channel had that option. You could just leave that as the voice memo as a comment.
yes. And again,
Ray plays games.
yes, Ray plays games on YouTube. Kids, you can watch him playing with his deck every episode because he is.
I heard he's playing with other people's decks now too. So
Yeah, well, yeah. So yeah, because he's a legend. He's
Strongest wrists down under.
I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
that's your new promotion, Ray. Yes, Ray plays games where Ray is.
Strongest wrists down under.
Yeah.
Somebody just said challenge accepted.
Yeah, Lilith's wrists aren't ready for that, but Ray's are.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
All right, kids. Oh, God. Send us your thoughts, your suggestions. Thoughts on.
Did you make one for us with the 69 in it?
Darn it, no. I was about to throw up the Sidekicks one again. All right. All right. Send us your thoughts. Email us saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. saltyandpetty69@gmail.com because Lilith Hellfire is all about the branding. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES.
666-420-6969.
Don't give me your home phone number.
That's Eve Heavenwater's phone number. I don't care.
Can you imagine if you called the phone company, you're like, or you go down to whoever you have your cell phone through, and be like, yeah, can I get this number? And they're just like, oh no, this is taken. There's requests for this stuff.
No, literally though. Somebody's had that number, like the one that's like near my area code. They've had that number for 15 freaking years.
It'd be funny if it was like a drug dealer / pimp.
No, it's an old lady. I looked her up.
Oh, really? See, she probably don't appreciate. She probably don't even know what she has. All right. And again, check out all our episodes from the beginning of time at CapesLunatics.wordpress.com. You can help support us by buying merch on TeePublic and Spring. And again, also Lilith Hellfire demands, scarier than any Crypt Keeper or Axe Murderer, Lilith Hellfire demands that you random the money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Capes and Lunatics. And of course, the Patreon, where again, Lilith and I give you exclusive, uncensored content every month. We told some secrets on the January episode. February episode will be our second annual review of the AVN Awards. But of course, if you are a patron, like Strongest Wrist Down Under or Justin the Owl, yes, you can suggest topics for us to discuss. So, yes, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, and tell us what to do. Again, uncensored, exclusive only to the subscribers. And of course, the most important part, it is always
more vicious and brutal than ever.
Which will leave you saying,
I love it.
Because it's...
Oh, that's naughty.
Our Lilith Hellfire, Blue Sky.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'll be there every so often.
I'm like tempted to go back to X because I want to be your problem. I want to start mess.
You want to start
Blue
fighting?
Sky's so chill and everybody's nice and I love that, but like, I like a dumpster fire for social media. That's why I've been on Facebook for so long.
Well, keep both. Start some fights on Twitter.
No, I just don't want them to have my information. I'm like literally this close to deleting it.
Okay.
Same thing with Facebook. I just, Meta, I just can't anymore, unfortunately. There's nothing to get wet about anyway. We're not talking about Lauren Boebert.
That whore. Oh, wait.
Your mother's a whore! There we go.
That's right. We got to drop Raw. Because what's her idea of policy?
Split him
out! All right. Anything else?
Nope. Let's get out of here. Go out on a high note. I know I am. Hello.
Well, you're like George. Good night, everybody. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Unlimited Justice next week. Green Arrow, Black Canary. And then in 2 weeks, the season 3 premiere of Invincible. And again, we'll be back at the end of the month with another Tales from the Crypt episode. Oh, kids, I hope you had some good laughs tonight. I know we did.
Start your own family traditions. No judgments.
We killed.
Oh, you're such a battle axe.